Benjamin, thank you very much for joining us on CNBC. You chose not to reopen some of your dine-in restaurants because you say it does not make economic sense. I know you've got friends. I have some friends in Houston that have opened and reopened in the restaurant markets. Tell us what you've heard about how it went.
Good morning. Yeah, I mean, it was a quick turnaround for us. And just to get the motor going, we decided we couldn't do it safely and provide the same experience. I think this weekend, it went pretty well. But at the same token, our to-go business went up this weekend. We actually had our best to-go weekend. So I just think it's a struggle. People are trying to figure out how to do it to get employees back. But there are people ready to get out, and there's some that are still very cautious.
Yeah, there are. And we saw some of the images out there looking at some of the local reports and news. The waiters are in masks. Many of the customers I saw were not in masks. Do you think it's going to be that customers need to see, the first people go in, they say it was fine, then there's a comfort level, then it builds on itself? How do you see it playing out in terms of sales and revenue?
I definitely think it's going to be a comfort level. I mean, for us at 25%, for the larger stores that are 9,000 square feet and bigger, the cost to get those stores going doesn't really make sense with a 25%. That's why we're looking at some of our smaller stores. We have less, exposure with labor, et cetera, to open first. But, it should add a little bit, but still, people I speak to here, it's still the concentration is still on to go. But we need to get, we do need to get back to work.
What I like talking about you, Benjamin, is because one of your places, one of your chains, B&B Butchers, is what people are suggesting the model may evolve to, which is that they call, what does somebody call these restaurants or restaurant-marts, where you're a restaurant butcher shop. Do you see the industry, with the exception, I'm not talking about fast food, okay? I'm talking about sort of dine-in, evolving to be more full service, not just eating, but shopping and doing everything, because it's just, we want to limit our exposure out to as few places right now.
No, I mean, I completely agree. I mean, a lot of, you hear all over the country, but definitely in Houston, a lot of businesses have moved towards some sort of store that, that represents what they're doing, but also, can evolve into some sort of shopping experience, with what they do best. I mean, our butcher shop sales have probably tripled during this time.
So there are parts of the economy, you mentioned takeout, you mentioned your butcher shop, that have actually evolved to become more necessary. If you look out a year, Benjamin, how does it look? How does it look to you a year out as a business owner, employer?
I mean, we have to be positive, but we're really cautious. Obviously, Houston and Texas is another animal with energy right now, which I'm very concerned about, especially, as you said before, corporate spending. Hopefully we get through this. I feel it'll come back. I mean, obviously, it's kind of pushed us all, even in more fine dining, full service, to really understand and get more involved with to-go and other avenues of generating revenue out of our stores. But it should come back, and I think we'll be better prepared and offer more experiences